Hi, I'm Topher, and if I were going to the ball, I would go dressed as Wandee from Wendy's, because she's a sassy bitch like me.
Hi, I'm Edison, and if I were going to dress as the ball, I don't know. I'd go as
the mermaid from Starbucks.
Why am I at this ball? I don't even know.
Because you're a magical mermaid.
I'd go as a doctor's wife.
Hi, I'm DC. I dress as a serial killer. I know it looks like I'm wearing my normal clothes, but they look like everyone else.
Hello, and welcome back to the Femmes React channel for another fabulous edition of Femmes React featuring Topher reacting to Wandee Goodday. We are diving into episode 9. Episode 9. We are 9 episodes into this. We've had a week to think about things, let them marinate, have thoughts changed. I know that I had a reaction last week. You know, I had a reaction, and it wasn't completely the episode's fault. I was, in a state of duress, I guess you could say, and I might have been a little harsh on the series. But in hindsight, I still stand by everything I said. I could have probably said it nicer, but yeah, I feel like, we're kind of, it's feeling a little stagnant at times. Feels like we're taking a step forward, 13 steps back, and we're doing the song and dance a little too long. And there are other things that are not getting quite as adequately explored as I would like. Cal, I read some of the comments shortly after it was put up, and I know there's a lot of people who have a lot of different headcanons as to what could be happening, and I'm like, for me, good storytelling shouldn't have 50,000 different headcanons of people thinking what is happening. Like, there are certain things that you should, the audience should be able to infer, and there's certain things that you should tell them outright. And I feel like there's just a lot of stuff that's just kind of left up that's not really being explored adequately. So people are just making up whatever sort of rationalization to justify the fact that we are lingering in this 12 episode series that probably should have been 10. But yeah, those are my thoughts right now.
No, I concur. I agree. I was reading the comments. I was like, sure, Wandee could have abandonment issues. Sure, he could be still coping with terror and whatever. But I shouldn't have to forensically, psychologically analyze everything and then go, I have deduced that Wandee has abandonment issues. Like, we need to feel his emotions somehow, and yet the actor's range has so far been stunned and confused. And I'm like, girl, show us your 8 years of heartbreak. Show us at least some flashbacks. We have Cal telling the audience, like, you need to decide between Yoyak and her, and that was the premise of the plotline going forward. It wasn't like him going, I think you still need to deal with the death of your parents. I think you need time to deal with Ter's heartbreak. Like, our psychologist in residence, the one who's meant to have some insight into his bestie, and not necessarily like he has to know all this, but like, if he's telling the audience, this is how the story is going, this is the mindset of Wandee, I thought that was his problem. Like, he couldn't decide, or he didn't know his feelings. And then the emotional payoff has been kind of scattered for me. Like, the kiss felt like it was meant to be a narrative tie-in or a climax, and it was more tied to Yoyak's loss than Wandee's realization of his feelings. And yet we're still in this like laundry cycle of a storyline. It's like, does Wandee like Yoyak? I don't know. It's not paying off in the way. Even with Ter's storyline, like, I thought, like Topher, that the payoff would be in Japan, in which Wandee would confront his feelings. Ter falling asleep on you drunk, like, that doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't really explain why Wandee has moved on or gotten over. Like, I don't know the point in which he went, these feelings that I feel aren't there anymore. Like, he could still feel them. I don't think I connected with The Eclipse, which is the director's previous work, and I want to support this director because they're a trans person who was a politician or was elected as a politician. So, their resume seemed impressive, but like in terms of the story, I'm not voting for them. Yeah.
I was still upset about what they did to Team
Also,
because she was a great character, and then unfortunately using her as object in order to show that Yoyak was like some sort of good guy, but then also have him arrive late at the ball and things like that, using her as a device that way, I kind of didn't like. Just as I said before, the trope of women in refrigerators that's kind of problematic. There's still some really good parts of the series that I like. Everything from the PSAs to like kind of dealing with relationship issues and things like that. So I'm trying to like hold out for them to actually develop, but then also, I often hold out for these series and get disappointed. But I think it's very much like I've always said, and like you've pointed out, that this could have probably been a 10-episode series. I don't know if they just have like, okay, everything has to be a 12 or 14 episodes, so we're not going to be as tight as we would like it to be. So a lot of storytelling on the main part could be tighter, or at least have the side couple and these other side stories like take up more space, i.e. Cal. So there's a lot of like empty space here, and because there's a lot of empty space, there's a lot of doubling back and going back over retreading storylines. So, but I still like it. I still like the actors. I still like what they're doing, because the moments that are sweet, they are sweet. Mm-hmm. That's really good, but I need a little bit more. Even the side characters, I like Cher and and like when they're sweet, I was like, oh, that little marriage proposal, and then bank account, and I'm like, you've got to tell them I know something's going to happen, and I guess they're building up Cher even sweeter. So when something really happens to them, you really feel it. It could be really improved on, but I unfortunately kind of expect it sometimes, which is bad. I'm like, oh, this is the usual GMM right? These are the usual things that I usually complain about. So
we're entering the third act of the series, so let's see if maybe they do a complete 180 and bring this shit home. So let's see.
A 180. 1D. 180.
Hey, there's a pun in there somewhere.
คนมาอีกแล้วเหรอวะวันครบรอบโรงพยาบาลพี่ว่าจะชวนดีไปด้วยกันนะงานเต้นรำแบบเนี้ยผมก็ต้องมีคนพิเศษไปด้วยสิครับ
ตกลงพี่จะไปไหมงานครบรอบโรงพยาบาลที่ว่า
พี่มีเรื่องอยากจะคุยกับแต้มแค่2 ต่อ 2อ่ะหมอไปที่งานก่อนเลยนะว่าเรามีธุระต้องไปทำก่อนอีกหน่อยแฟนมาปองของดีเขาคงไม่มาแล้วแหละคืนนี้ได้คู่กับพี่นะให้เกียรติเต้นรำกับผมสักเพลงนะครับเจ้าชายด้วยความยินดีครับไม่เสียแรงที่อุตส่าห์ซ้อมกันมาไงพอได้ปะก็พอใช้ได้นะให้สัก9 คะแนนแล้วกันหมอแล้วอีกคะแนนนึงเราหายไปไหนอ่ะก็ขอหักไว้หน่อยดิโทษฐานเทมให้ลุ้นกันอ๋อพอดีแต้มมันมีเรื่องนิดหน่อยอะแต่จริงๆก็ไม่นิดหรอกเรื่องใหญ่เลยแหละ
ขอบคุณนะคะท่านอธิการบดี
คุมตัวตามผมมา
Did we kick his ass?
We punched him once, yes.
Okay.
So they're just gonna leave the keys in the car and the car's headlights on?
ถึงหอแล้วพี่อยากส่งแต้มแค่นี้ก็พอ
แต่แต้มโอเคแล้วใช่ไหมอ่ะพี่อยู่เป็นเพื่อนก่อนได้นะ
พี่ต้องไปงานเต้นรำกับพี่หมอไม่ใช่หรอ
ก็ใช่อ่ะ
ตั้งแต่เดินกลับมาเนี่ยรู้ไหมว่ามองมือถือไปกี่ครั้งแล้วอ่านไม่ตอบแบบนั้นพี่หมอเป็นห่วงแย่พี่ยักษ์พี่ชอบพี่หมอใช่ไหม
มันดูออกชัดขนาดนั้นเลยเหรอวะ
Yes
โอ้ยไม่มีอะไรชัดไปกว่านี้แล้วไม่เอานะพี่ยักษ์อย่าทำเป็นพวกรู้ใจตัวเองตอนสายเลยขนาดพวกพระเอกซีรีส์เดี๋ยวนี้เขายังฉลาดกล้ายอมรับความรู้สึกตัวเองกันหมดแล้วนะ
Is that ironic? Is that irony?
Breaking the fourth wall
ไปทำตามหัวใจพี่เหอะไม่ต้องห่วงแต้ม
You go Spider
ขอบคุณนะแต้ม
รีบไปได้แล้วไปทันนะพี่ยักษ์
Again, taking like a car or a bike to Tim would have saved a lot of time.
First of all, he's running these church shoes. He's not going to be going that fast. So, like, what was that like? Tim looking at Yak the whole previous episode.
I don't know.
And then now she's
เป็น
like,
เรื่องของจังหวะและความไว้ใจ การผลัดกันนำและผลัดกันตาม เป็นการสอดประสานของคนสองคน มันถึงจะลงตัวสวยงาม ถ้าเราอยู่ช่วงเวลาดีๆไว้แบบนี้ได้ก็คงจะดีเนาะ
และผลโหวตนะคะคู่เต้นรำที่ฮอตที่สุดในค่ำคืนนี้ได้แก่คุณหมอวันดีและคุณ
I'm shocked
ขอแสดงความยินดีด้วยค่ะ
Oh, Tara is drunk in the
ตอนนี้
background.
นะคะต้องขอเรียนเชิญนะคะคุณหมออภิชาตินะคะ
ใช่
รางวัลเลยค่ะปรบมือสิคะปรบมือค่ะสมมงมากค่ะ
This is really gonna determine the scholarship outcome.
I guess. Again, I just would imagine I'd rather scholarship based on merit, but okay. Who you dance that with at the ball? We'll go with that.
Okay, I'm so glad they won. The hottest pair at the ball.
'Maybe we'll see Drake this episode.
At least Grandma's still alive. Like,
และหลังจากนั้น เราก็มาอยู่กับหมอตรงนี้ไง
ขอบคุณนะ ที่มาจนได้อะ
why does Jack have his pocket square and Doctor doesn't?
ขอรางวัลด้วยนะคืนตลอดเลยนะคนเนี้ย
Yeah.
he just said he loved you.
ขอโทษนะคะ
Oh my god.
พอดีทางผู้บริหารของโรงพยาบาลนะคะอยากถ่ายรูปกับคุณยอยักษ์นะคะไม่ทราบสะดวกไหมคะ
Love her ensemble.
I know.
ก็ได้ครับ
It's amazing.
ไปด้วยกันปะ
ไม่เอาอยากไปเหอะพวกผู้บริหารคงอยากได้รูปลักษณ์ไปลงเพจในฐานะที่เป็นเมนสปอนเซอร์เลยนะ
มารอที่นี่แหละ ก็ได้งั้นไปก่อนนะ
I'll take a picture with you.
Chair.
And Ter shows up.
Chair.
ข้างนอกนี่อากาศดีกว่าข้างในเยอะเลยอะดี
Girl, where have you been off camera? Like behind the bushes.
พร้อมแล้วมองกล้องทางนี้นะครับพร้อมครับ1 2 3ครับ1รูปนะครับ1 2 3ครับอีก1รูปนะครับ1 2 3ครับเรียบร้อยครับขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณครับ คุณวิวีครับ อันนี้คือหมดแค่นี้แล้วใช่ไหมครับ
รบกวนอีกนิดนึงนะคะ เชิญเลยค่ะ เชิญเลยค่ะเล่นเลยค่ะเล่นอีกเส้นหนึ่งค่ะคุณวิวี
Could we just take one group photo with like everybody? I need to take pictures too.
I'm sure Wandee can handle
So
Ter.
I've been noticing one of the presenters has the print sleeves. What are you doing?
พี่ชอบดีนะ
I know, you told me.
เรากลับมาเริ่มต้นกันใหม่ดี
ดีว่าเราคุยกันจบแล้วนะพี่ พอแค่นี้เหรอวะ
พี่เต๋อหยุด
Sir.
What the fuck? Oh my god! Can't you just take
พี่
no?
แค่อยากทำให้ดีรู้ไง ว่าพี่รู้สึกกับดียังไงจริงๆอะ
I saw it. I didn't validate it. Thank you. Goodbye.
พี่เต๋อ
No, I don't.
ยักษ์อย่ายุ่งกับแฟนกู
I guess the punch didn't connect.
แน่ใจเหรอวะพี่เป็นแฟนกันดีหมอดีเป็นแฟนได้ยินชัดยังดีกับมันเลิกเล่นละครนั่นละพี่ยอมแล้วไงดียอมรับเถอะว่าตลอด8 ปีที่ผ่านมา เรามีความสุขแค่ไหนเวลาที่เราอยู่ด้วยกัน
That was 8 years ago. I'm good
กลับ
now.
มาเถอะ
I don't like this.
เรากลับมาเริ่มต้นกันใหม่นะดีหมอ
I mean, no should be a very easy word at this point from what you guys have shown me.
But he kept saying no. Fake out. This is a fake out, right? This is a fake out. This is a fake
I'm
out.
assuming.
He's gonna do a judo slam. No?
ดีกับยักษ์ เราเป็นแฟนปลอมๆกันพี่
What?
Okay.
ใช่ เรื่องมันเริ่มต้นแบบนั้น พี่เต๋อรู้ปะว่าอยากเขาเป็นกรีนแฟลกให้ดีมากแค่ไหนอะตลอดเวลาที่อยู่กับยักษ์ ดีไม่เคยต้องพยายามถามตัวเองเลยนะเว้ยว่าดีพอหรือยัง แต่ยักษ์ต่างหากที่ทำให้ดีรู้ว่าดีมีค่ามากแค่ไหนอะตอนนี้ยักษ์คือความสบายใจของดีนะพี่
Okay.
ดีโคตรไม่เข้าใจตัวเองเลยว่ะว่าดีจะเสียเวลาพี่มาต้อง8 ปีอะ
Love makes you do stupid
ในเมื่อตอน
things.
เนี้ยดีโคตรชอบเวลาที่ตัวเองอยู่กับยักษ์เลยอะ
That's a good.
ขอบคุณนะยักษ์ที่เข้ามาอยู่ในชีวิตเราอะ
เต็มใจอยู่แล้วอ่ะกลับกันเถอะ
แค่มีวันดีๆที่ฉันมีเธอดีมันดีที่มีเธอแค่สองเรามีกันเท่านั้นก็พอแล้วดีที่ฉันมีเธอ
Got a little catch up right there.
ในตอนที่มีเธอฉันขอเพียงเธอคนนี้คือดีเหลือเกิน
Cheers Cheers เย้วันนี้นี่มันสุดยอดจริงๆเลยเนาะ
จริง1 วันผ่านเหตุการณ์สุดๆไปเลยอ่ะ แล้ว หมอไม่โกรธเราที่เราต่อยหน้าไอ้หมอเต๋ออีกแล้วใช่ปะ
ไม่โกง
I need to know what deodorant he's wearing because he was running all up and down in that damn suit and there's not a sweat stain on that
Right.
pristine white
แค่นี้
shirt.
เอง เราเป็นนักมวย
Probably took one of those shots that make your night not
เดี๋ยวก่อน
sweat.
นี่โดนหมอเต๋อจูบปะเนี่ย
ยัง แต่ก็เสียดายเหมือนกันนะ
ไอหมอ
หล่อเล่นน่ะ
ไม่เชื่อ ไหนดูหน่อย
ยักษ์ก็บอกว่ายังไม่ได้จูบจริงๆไงยักษ์
That's not how you check.
ยัง
Why are your tonsils bruised? What?
ไหนขอพิสูจน์หน่อยสิ
อย่ามาทำเนียนดิฮะ
ออกไปเลยเนียนอะไร ก็ขอรางวัลไง วันนี้เราอุตส่าห์ตามไปช่วยหมอที่งานเต้นรำนะเว้ย ขอจุ๊บ10 วินะ
ก็ได้ แต่แค่2 วิพอนะ
ไม่ ขอ10 วิ เราทำขนาดนี้แล้วนะเว้ยหมอ แถมยังช่วยหมอจากไอ้นั่นอีกอ่ะ นะ
With tongue.
พอใจยังนะไอ้กระต่ายยักษ์
ไม่
So that was just the appetizer.
You know what?
Visiting at this.
That's adorable.
This
Just
better
because
be
it rings something,
grandma.
you gotta answer it.
Better be grandma. Oh.
You don't
I'm so
understand.
น่าจะของเก่าอ่ะ
Why is he delivering packages at
กูรู้ข่าวแล้ว
Midnight
ที่มึง2 คนชนะ นี่คือของขวัญจากกู
How did he get here so fast?
How do you get in my building? Isn't it a secure building?
Like,
คอลเลกชันใหม่ของกู
Wait, why is he-
ใน
what?
ทีมเทพนิ
No.
ยายเหมือนชุด
don't ask questions. Just make the bubble bigger.
แฮฟฟันนะเว้ย แล้วก็อย่าลืม
Nipples.
ถ่ายรูปมา
Why can't he show his
Actually, no.
nipples?
แน่นอนกูด้วยนะ
Drake's nipples are forbidden. We haven't earned those yet.
เปิดปะ
ชุดอะไรของหมอเก่าเขาอะ
เชี่ย
ต่อจากนี้เราจะเดินหน้าจีบ
Are mermaids kinky? I never knew it.
ถ้าเราจะรักยักษ์อะเราก็จะรักที่อยาก
I
เป็น
know. I like the idea that Cal was just waiting by his phone to see who won the competition. Like, okay, I got a prize for you, girl. I heard you won. Bye.
I want to know what he's doing with masking tape on his nipples.
Nipple things.
คืนนี้เราปล่อยน้องเงือกกลับทะเลไปก่อนดีกว่าเนาะ
บ๊ายบายนะน้องเงือก
Next costume is going to be a
ชุด
centaur.
แปลกกันทุกวันเลย
I can get into it.
หมอ
Yak in the back. You're more
พูดจ
front.
ริงๆนะ
พูดจริงเรื่องอะไรหรอ
ก็เรื่องที่เราบอกหมอว่า เรารักหมอ เรามาเป็นแฟนกันจริงๆไหม
ยักษ์อะแต่มันข้ามขั้นไปเปล่าตั้งแต่เรารู้จักกันมานะยักษ์ไม่เคยจีบเราเลยนะ พอรู้จักกันปุ๊บ
ก็กินกันปั๊บ
ทะลึ่งเลย
Hmm?
ก็รู้ มันอาจจะเริ่มต้นด้วยเซ็กก็จริงอะแต่ว่าตอนนี้มันมีอะไรมากกว่านั้นแล้วนะเว้ย
Well, yes, that's fairly obvious.
เราจริงจังนะหมอ เอางี้
ต่อจากนี้เราจะเดินหน้าจีบหมอจริงจังจะไม่มีอะไรกับหมอก็ได้จนกว่าเราสองคนจะเป็นแฟนกันจริง
Not you withholding the dick until
That's like blackmail.
นักมวย
Look at Wandee all of a sudden. Look like wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay, we boyfriends. We boyfriends. It's fine.
ๆทำได้อยู่แล้วเว้ยหลังจากนี้ก็ตั้งตัวดีๆแล้วกันนะครับพอถึงสิ้นปีครบกำหนดเวลา4 เดือนเมื่อไหร่เราจะมาขอคำตอบจากหมออีกครั้งตกลงไหม
So you tell me I gotta go another month without any dick? Is what you're saying?
I think Wandee's into that. I feel like it's unlocking some feelings.
Not breakfast in bed.
Yo, this is not the Disney Channel. You are not gonna float into the
ยั
air.
กษ์ทำอะไรอ่ะ หอมจัง
อีก3 นาทีพร้อมเสิร์ฟแล้วครับ หมอไปล้างหน้าแปรงฟันเลยปะ
What product are you gonna use to wash your face?
อย่าแปลงแรงอีกนะ เดี๋ยวเลือดออกอีก
Oh,
โอ้โห
limbo now.
เดี๋ยวก่อนหมอ
ทำไมอ่ะ
Hello? Not you throwing my apron on the floor, sir.
เชิญนั่งเลยครับคุณหมอ
สุภาพไปปะเนี่ยฮะ
กันนิดนึงไง มา กินกัน
กินแล้วนะ
หมอ เป็นแฟนหมอนี่ต้องทำอะไรบ้างอะพวก to do list เนี้ย
จริงจังเวล่ะ
Okay.
เอาจริงๆก็ไม่มีอะไรยากเลยนะ ก็แค่ ต้องมีดอกไม้ให้เราทุกวันวันละดอก
หมอ
Okay, how about I give you a bouquet? Can that count for the week?
Right? Oh my god.
ต้องหาเวลาว่างไปเที่ยวสนุกๆด้วยกัน
Oslo
ด้ว
is
ย
expensive.
ไปเที่ยวกัน
Oh my gosh.
เราจองไว้หมดแล้ว หมอไฟไหม้ หมอไฟไหม้
Oh, we are camping. Firefighting. Oh, fitness stuff.
นี่มันมีปลาอยู่จริงปะเนี่ยไม่เห็นได้เลยเลยอะ
ไปรอหน่อยดิ
แล้วก็ต้องไปพบไอ้เก๋า เก๋าตามนัดทุกครั้งใครมาแล้ว
สวัสดีครับ
เชิญค่ะ
เป็นไงหมอ
I mean,
น่ากินปะ
I would like to see some of his
ร้านนี้เรา
conversations
เห็น
with
คนให้ดาว
Cal.
เพียบเลยนะ
It's confidential.
เป็นไง อร่อยปะ
ก็อร่อยนะ
ลงอก
ยักษ์ เราว่า Yeah.
Oh, God.
So we are at a Denny's. Why?
หมอ เราให้
ยักษ์ พอเหอะคือยักษ์ฟังเรานะ ยักษ์ไม่ต้องพยายามเป็นคนอื่นได้ไหม
เรารู้นะที่อยากทำแบบเนี้ยเพราะยักษ์อยากเหมือนพี่เต๋อในสมัยก่อนใช่ปะมันไม่จำเป็นเลยเว้ย
Oh my God, you told me.
ถ้าเราจะรักยักษ์อะ
I'm just following
เรา
orders,
ก็จะ
but
รักยัก
okay.
ษ์เป็นตัวของตัวเอง
I guess.
เป็นยักษ์ที่ทำให้เรามีความสุขได้ในทุกวันอะแค่นั้นน่ะ ก็น่ารักที่สุดในโลกเรารู้เปล่า
I still get paid in full for my violin service.
เดี๋ยว
I get a minimum of 3 songs. You know that, right?
This is really frustrating because Yak would be thinking like, why don't you love me yet after all this
ที่เราพูด
time?
ตรงๆอะ
And it's like, he doesn't feel good enough, so he's overcompensating and yet you're not giving any reassurance. Okay.
Oh, หอมน่ากินมากเลยอะหมอ
Girl, that man was so convincing, I believed.
แหล่งโปรตีนชั้นดี ดูนี่นะหมอ ก่อนกินมันต้องเอาขาออกก่อนไม่งั้นเดี๋ยวแท
Come
ง
on,
คอ
crickets. Not Jiminy.
Who's gonna grant Pinocchio his wish now?
ไม่เอาอะ
พ่อจ๋าไม่จ๋าอร่อย
ต้องแบบนี้ดิ ค่อยเป็นยอยักษ์ที่เราชอบ
Oh, would you say what? Would you say like?
เมื่อกี้ว่าไงนะ
ฮะ
ยอยักษ์ที่เราชอบเหรอตรงไหนเราพูดใหม่ดิ
ใครบอก ไม่ได้จะพูดว่าชอบซะหน่อย เราหมายถึง ค่อยเป็นยอยักษ์ที่เราช่วยติวหนังสือให้ต่างหาก
ใช่เหรอ 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 ใช่เหรอ
พูดมากอะกินเข้าไปเลย
Well, okay.
For the more of the story, be yourself.
น้ำ
Be yourself. Even when your boyfriend tells you to do specific things to win his heart, don't do those
ทำ
things.
ไม
Just
ค
be
นที่สด
yourself.
ใสมัน
Right.
อย่างยักษ์
It's
ถึง
annoying.
ต้องฝันร้าย แล้วเห็นภาพหลอนด้วยวะ
โยยักษ์สัน
Oh my god.
จบกับคนใหม่
งั้นเราเปิดขายหมัดเลยได้ปะจะได้เป็นการหารายได้เข้าค่ายด้วยไง
พ่อไม่ได้มานานมากเลยนะทำไมไปยืนนี่เขาต่อยอย่างนั้นไว้ลูกชาย มึงคิดว่ามึงเป็นแชมป์โลก แล้วมึงจะเบี้ยวนี่เฮียก็ได้เลยเหรอวะ
Uh-oh. We getting into it.
Oh, so I thought it was going to be Cher, but I guess
Cher could be in a corner. They could have already dealt with Cher.
ไอ้เก๋าตกลงยักษ์เป็นอะไรกันแน่เนี่ย เฮ้ยไอ้ดีมันบอกไม่ได้
Confidential
เราเป็นหมอนะเว้ย ห้ามเปิดเผยข้อมูลคนไข้ให้คนอื่นรู้ แต่กูไม่ใช่คนอื่นไง กูเป็นเพื่อนมึงนะ เป็นเพื่อนก็ไม่ได้ เอ้า
Oh, hi. Long time no see. Okay.
ไงขวัญ
พี่เต๋อ
what you want.
คืนวันงานขวัญหายไปไหนอ่ะที่เดินตามหา
Before or after you left me?
ขวัญแค่รู้สึกว่า สิ่งที่ขวัญทำอยู่มันเสียเวลาชีวิตอะค่ะ ขวัญเลยกลับก่อน
ขวัญ
That's valid.
พี่ขอโทษนะ
You should be.
ไม่จำเป็นเลยค่ะพี่เต๋อ
No, there is.
พี่เต๋อทำแบบเนี้ยดีซะอีก มันทำให้ขวัญตัดสินใจอะไรได้ชัดขึ้นเยอะเลย
And I,
รอนานไหม
ไม่เลยค่ะ
It's like, well, it didn't work with Wandee. Let me go to my backup. Nope. Then I fucked that one up too. All right.
you're in the way of my man.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Where's he been?
Right?
He was gossiping with everybody else.
เสร็จแล้ว
Like, why am I just now meeting him 9 episodes into the series?
นี่มันเกิดอะไรขึ้นวะนี่เรียกว่าซ้อมแล้วเหรอทำไมถึงไม่ตั้งใจกันอ่ะซ้อมก็มาสายคุยอะไรกันอยู่ครับชาวค่ายเผด็จศึก
You're even late to training. Oops.
こんにちは
Oh my god.
Yo Yaka-san.
This parody of a Japanese.
That's certainly a thing that's happening.
ยินดีที่ได้เจอกันอีกครั้งนะครับ
ที่นี่บรรยากาศดีนะคะเนี่ย
นี่ใหม่แฟนผมครับ
Nice.
สวัสดีค่ะทุกคน
Okay, so Luke's not gonna end up with
แล้ววัน
anyone.
นี้ทำไมซาสกิตอนที่เราชกกันรอบที่แล้ว
คุณแพ้ผมอะ
ผมจำได้ แต่ไม่ต้องย้ำบ่อยๆก็ได้เดี๋ยวผมจะเก็บอารมณ์ไม่หยุดโยยากระสัน
ถ้าจะขายมาเซ็งค่ะผมขอท้าชกกับคุณใหม่
เพราะผมรู้
คนที่มาต่อยกับผมคราวที่แล้ว มันไม่ใช่ยอยักษ์สันที่ผมรู้จัก
ฮะนี่มันกล้ามาหยาบกันถึงทินเลยเหรอ
ก็ใช่ไงเป็นหมอบอกไม่ขึ้นเหรอ
ขึ้นดิ แต่เราสองคนก็ขึ้นง่ายเหมือนกันนะ
เป็นแฟนกันก็ไงนิสัยเราเหมือนกัน
Why not?
ยังเว้ย
ยังไม่ได้เป็นแฟนกันสักหน่อยอ่ะ
อะไรหมอยังจีบไม่ติดอีกเหรอหมอจีบขนาดนี้แล้วนะ ไม่ติดอีกเหรอเพราะแบบนี้ไงคนสมัยนี้ถึงมีแค่เอฟกับวันไหนอ่ะ
อะไรอ่ะ อย่าบอกนะว่าค่ายนี้ก็ยอมแพ้แล้วอ่ะ
This shit too exhausting.
ใครยอมแพ้ไม่มีเว้ยแต่ถ้าไม่อยากให้ยอมแพ้อะหมอก็รีบใจอ่อนสิครับนะครับพี่หมอแบบนี้มันเสียเวลาความสุขหมด
He's trying to buy the cow after he's
ตอน
already
นี้
had
ไม่มีความ
milk.
สุขเหรอ
มันก็มีแต่ใจอ่อนหน่อยไม่ได้หรอนะหมอนะมาขนาดนะนี่ใจอ่อนหน่อยได้ไหมนะแบบนี้มันก็เหนื่อยเหมือนกันนะหมอนะ
ไม่
ก็หน่อยได้ไหม
หยุด
ใจอ่อนเร็วขึ้นก่อน
พูดเลย ก็บอกว่าไม่ไง
Rude. Oh, that was an
เมื่อมึงเป็นอดีตแชมป์
abrupt
โลก
cut.
มึงจะเบี้ยวนี่เฮียก็ได้เลยเหรอวะ
เฮ้ยพี่ใจเย็นนะพี่ช่วงนี้ผมช็อตจริงๆขอเวลาผมหน่อยนะพี่
Oh.
What?
God
เวลามึง
damn.
เหลืออีกไม่เยอะนะ
We are just speeding through these transitions. Okay, that was a memory.
Oh, okay.
I slipped and fell.
She was like, I know.
It's like, I know. I sent them because you won't tell me what's going on.
I used mommy's money.
แต่ลุงเอ้ยไปเดินนี่ท่าไหนเนี่ยให้โดนลูกหลงเด็กตีกันได้มานี่
Oh my god.
จะไปทำแผลให้
Okay, sure. We're getting married, y'all.
Yeah.
Gosh, you are so good at that. Damn. Okay.
One swipe. That's like the Mulan effect. Just
มองอะไรอะพี่เปล่าพี่ก็แค่มองว่าค่ายเรามันก็เริ่มเก่าแล้วนะก็แง่ดิพี่ก็สร้างมันตั้งแต่ตอนที่พ่อพี่ยังเป็นแชมป์โลกสมัยที่แม่พี่ยังอยู่เลยอะนั่นดิอย่างนี้พี่ต้องหาเงินสักก้อนมาปรับปรุงค่ายแล้วนะจัดไปครับเสร็จแล้ว
is it?
Can I get a Band-Aid?
ชื่อว่าถ้าแม่พี่ยังอยู่แม่เขาจะภูมิใจในตัวพี่ไหมนะ
ภูมิใจดิพี่ เชอยังภูมิใจในตัวพี่เลยนะ
I mean, not for lying to your fiance, but
เด็กเปียกแฟนนี่ฉีดยาเก่งนะเนี่ย
ไม่เปียกนะโว้ยจบไหมเนี่ย
ไม่เจ็บแล้ว
oh, nipples.
They're just making everything that's going to happen even worse by showing these sweet, tender moments between sharing. Yeah.
นี่เขาซ้อมกันดุนะครับเชอก็ใกล้จะขึ้นชกแล้วไงพี่ เนี่ยเชื่อปะถึงจะเป็นแมตช์เล็กๆนะ แต่ว่าคนดูก็ทักมาที่เพจหลังบ้านของค่ายอะว่าขอเขามาดูกันเพียบเลย
ก็ดีเลยดิ งั้นเราเปิดขายบัตรเลยได้ปะจะได้เป็นการหารายได้เข้าค่ายด้วยไง
ก็อยากไงพี่แต่ว่าพี่เอมันไม่ยอมมันบอกว่าไม่ตกลงกับซาซากิไว้ เชอบอกว่าจะไปเคลียร์ให้นางก็ไม่ยอมนู่นนี่นั่นเนี่ยอะไรก็ไม่รู้
น่าเสียดายอ่ะเงินต้องเยอะ พี่กะจะให้ทำสตรีมมิ่งถ่ายทอดสดด้วยซ้ำแมตช์ล้างตาแบบเนี้ยรับรองว่าคนดูเยอะแน่นอนเลย
ก็จริงนะพี่ งั้นเดี๋ยวเชิญต้องเด็ดขายพี่เอหน่อยแหละ เดี๋ยวเชิญเคลียร์เอง
There we go. Yes,
ทำถึงมากครับ
You tell him.
ผู้จัดการค่าย
So y'all are broke. You have no, you know, no options here.
ดีย้ำมา4 บัตร1 2 6โอ้ยเยอะยักษ์โอ้
Where has that been though? He's like he's like Ash Ketchum's dad.
Wait a minute.
I just assumed he was dead this whole time, but I guess he's here. Maybe it was mentioned at some point.
Maybe he was training in the mountains.
พ่อไม่ได้มานานมากเลยนะเพิ่งรู้ว่าที่ค่ายเนี่ยทาสีเหลืองๆแบบนี้
ก็มันจะได้ดูวัยรุ่นขึ้นไงพ่อ
แต่มันก็ดูแปลกดีนะ
Oh, this
แต่
is
พี่
tense.
สีเหลืองแบบนี้ก็ดูสดใสดีเหมือนกัน
I've seen her before.
Yeah, she's
เป็นสีวันเกิดของแม่
my
นะ
school
She was
president.
mom and
Yeah.
and she was an awful lady in Cherry Magic
นามิเย็น
Thailand.
มาแล้วจ้า
Oh.
ครับแห่งนี้ครับนานิพา
ขอบใจจ้ะ
ขอบใจนะ
แล้วนี่พ่อกับนานี่พาเข้ากรุงเทพกันมาตั้งแต่เมื่อไหร่ล่ะครับ
ก็ตั้งใจมาหาเองนี่แหละ ได้ข่าวว่าจะชกแก้มือกันใหม่ไม่ใช่ ก็เลยแวะมาให้กำลังใจนะ
Would you like to give some monetary support?
นี่ได้ข่าวว่าเองต้องทำน้ำหนักเพิ่มไม่ใช่
นิดหน่อยครับพ่อ
พ่อดูเทปที่เองชกคราวที่แล้วแล้วแหละทำไมเองไปยืนนี่เขาต่อยอย่างนั้นไว้ลูกชาย
มันไม่สบายนะพ่อ แล้วนี่ตกลงพ่อไม่มีธุระอะไรแล้วใช่ไหมครับ จะได้ซ้อมต่อ
พี่เอ
ประยัดเตรียมตัวต่อ
I was just using my face
ผมส่งแค่นี้นะพ่อ
to tire out his hand. You know.
I just underestimated.
Oh, we don't like the stepmom.
ไปดิ
I guess. I mean, I get it, I suppose.
Not unless she like killed his mother. There's no reason for to dislike her.
I mean, depending on when the stepmom came into the picture, they might feel like, oh, he's trying to replace their mom, which I'm like, I can get that feeling, but they've not shown me nearly enough to this is me reaching.
What? You'd have to reach in this series or something? They would never let you do that.
Never, not once. But there's first time for everything.
Oh my God! They turned out the lights.
See, first time for everything.
Because he's having a nightmare. It has to be thematically appropriate.
อยู่กับยักษ์ก่อนได้ไหมอะ
ลูกแม่เก่งจะตายทำได้อยู่แล้วแหละ
แม่ก็อวยเกิน โอ๊ยแม่ยักษ์คันหลังอะเกาหลังให้หน่อย
ได้ตรงนี้เปล่า
ไม่ใช่ครับซ้ายหน่อย
Get him, baby. Oh.
สรุปอาการของยักษ์ไม่น่าเป็นห่วงใช่ป่าวะ
ถ้าไม่มีอะไรมากระตุ้นให้แรงๆเนี่ยมันก็ไม่น่าเป็นห่วงหรอก
ยักษ์อย่าพาเขานะ
จะต้องร้องขอชีวิตมาเป็นแฟน with me ได้ไหม
Oh God, no! I can't deal. I can't deal with the preview.
Cậu สรุปอาการของยักษ์ไม่น่าเป็นห่วงใช่ป่าวะ
ตอนนี้ก็ยังนะแนวโน้มจะดีขึ้นด้วยซ้ำ
I like those pants on him.
Yes.
I know.
ถ้าไม่มีอะไรมากระตุ้นให้แรงๆเนี่ยมันก็ไม่น่าเป็นห่วงหรอกแต่กูว่าฝากสังเกตด้วยนะเว้ยเข้าใจเปล่า
I'm like, is it okay? Should we be sexualizing Cal if he's I don't know if that's different. Hmm.
หมอเด็กเกงช้างเราปะ
ไม่นะ
ไอหมอเอาคืนมาเลยไม่เอามาเฮ้ยนี่อะ
Like, girl, you ain't giving me dick in weeks. I just want to see it just once, please.
น้องยอยักษ์ขอเกงช้างนักมวยคืนหน่อยได้ไหมครับแบบเนี้ยโอ้โหพูดก่อนเร็ว
Oh shoot, that's right. Yoyak is younger.
เร็วนะ
พี่หมอวันดีครับ น้องยอยักษ์ขอกางเกงช้างนักมวยของน้องยอยักษ์คืนได้ไหมครับ
ต้องทำตัวน่ารักแบบนี้สิครับ
What kind of role playing are they doing?
ชอบจังเลยนะกางเกงช้างตัวเนี้ยเห็นใส่อยู่ตัวเดียว
Yes, my mom gave them to
ซื้อ
me.
ใหม่เหรอปะ
ไม่เอาอ่ะ ตัวนี้ไม่เหมือนตัวอื่นเนี่ยหมอดูดินะ
What am I looking at? What am I looking for?
I don't know, but there's a little jiggle. If you want
What's
to take
that?
it back.
Okay.
เป็นไง เหมือนปะ
I'll slow it down in the video.
ก็เวลาเราชอบอะไรแล้ว ก็ไม่เห็นต้องมองหาอะไรใหม่นะปะ
Come on, product placement.
Label the camera. There you go, babe.
Get rid of your pores. Yes. They're really important in a fight.
Is that Diglett?
I think that's the giant dick they had.
Oh,
never mind.
right.
I was thinking
So, in a
Pokemon.
sense.
ดหน่อยได้ปะ
Before the big fight
ไอ้หมายักษ์หมอรู้ปะว่านักกีฬาระดับโลกบางคนเนี่ยเขาต้องมีเซ็กก่อนการแข่งนะ
That is not what they say
สมองจะได้ปลอดโปร่ง
The actual opposite of what they say
Every other athlete I've heard that said believe
เพราะว่าร่างกายมันไม่
but boxing is different boxing is different like
ตึงเกินก็ตอนนี้อยากได้กำลังใจนี่นั่น
ก็ได้
okay it wasn't a Pokemon Diglett
It's like those Diglett fan arts I see.
Where are you looking for these Diglett fan art?
I mean, I'm not looking for them, but I've seen them. They find me.
ก็ได้
so you saying
Are they all over the Drama Llama Twitter?
พรุ่งนี้จะต้องแข่งกับไปสายกิจแล้วอ่ะ
so Diglett found you
Yes, Diglett finds me.
ถ้าพรุ่งนี้หมอไปเชียร์
I didn't choose the Diglett life.
ใส่ดีไหมนะ
ไปเธอพรุ่งนี้เราต่อยเพื่อหมอเลยนะ
อยู่ดีๆเป็นคนปากหวานขนาดนี้แต่เมื่อไหร่ฮะ
he always
พูดจริง
been
นี่หมอคือความสบายใจของเราอะถ้ามีหมออยู่ด้วย อะไรเราก็ไม่กลัวหรอก
Why even bother going to Cal? Why even bother going to Cal if one day is gonna solve all your fears?
แต่เรื่องนักกีฬาระดับโลก
อยากลองไปนอนที่พื้นไหม
โอเคครับ อย่างนี้ดีแล้ว
But like, what if you just like touch it for like a couple seconds? Because like boxing, athlete, something.
อีกสักครู่นะครับนัดชกล้างตาระหว่างยอยักษ์เผด็จศึกกับซาซากินักมวยชาวญี่ปุ่นกำลังจะเริ่มต้นขึ้นแล้วนะครับทุกคนเป็นไงบ้างครับตื่นได้นไหมครับสวัสดีครับใส่เต็มครับบอกเลยแมตช์นี้ทีมทุกคนพิมพ์มาหน่อยได้ไหมว่าเชียร์ใครถ้าเกิดว่าเชียร์ยอยักษ์เนี่ยให้พิมพ์99มาแต่ถ้าพิมพ์ซาซากิเนี่ยให้พิมพ์567824มานะครับ
พี่หมอ
Also, here's our PayPal if you want to send us tips. We said we couldn't sell tickets, but then said you couldn't tip us.
right
พอดีอยากให้แต้มจองที่ไว้
for
ให้
the
พี่หม
same
อ
size for
เพราะว่า
my school
เชิญน่า
president
จะยุ่ง
อ๋อ ขอบคุณนะครับแต้ม
ยินดีค่ะนั่งเลยไหมพี่
อะไร
และตอนนี้นะครับแมตช์ล้างตากำลังจะเริ่มต้นขึ้นแล้วนะครับระหว่างยอยักษ์เผด็จศึกกับซาซากิคิงจูเนียร์นะค
wouldn't
รับ
that be Prince if you're King Junior just a Prince
ยักษ์ตั้งสติดีๆมึงทำได้เว้ยโอเคให้น้องไป
Wait, did Dad just come for nothing?
เอาเว้ยยักษ์เว้ย
Or he's not here?
He came to show support.
Okay.
And then he left.
Okay.
โดนน็อกไปตั้งแต่ยก
Like,
แรก
he
เลย
said,
นะครับ
I feel like
กันว่าวันนี้จะเป็นอย่างไร
I came back I got the belt
แต้ม
he went out
กว่าจะ
for
เริ่มอ่ะ
all them years ago
อีกสักพักอะพี่
อ๋อ
อย่าทำให้ผมผิดหวังนะเดี๋ยวเจอกัน
ละครับมาแล้วเอ้ยตายแล้วดูฟอร์มแล้วเนี่ยตอนนี้ซาสกิเนี่ยเหมือนกับจะแบบมาแรงมาโอ้ยยาโซกลัวใจว่าจะเป็นแบบเดิมนะครับทีนี้เนี่ยเอาแล้วยังไงทีนี้
โอ้
ยอยักษ์โอ้โหชื่อยอยักษ์สิก็ต้องมาเด็กสักหน่อยนะครับ
Not now.
What is the trigger? Like, what is going on?
เฮ้ยยักษ์ไปตีดิ
Oh.
โอ้โหล้มอีกแล้วประวัติศาสตร์จะซ้ำรอยหรือเปล่านะครับแบบครั้งที่แล้วไม่เอานะครับ
Like, I'm only give you like 45 seconds before I hit you again. So.
We in a match. Somebody got to win.
ยักษ์เราอยู่นี่ยักษ์ห้ามแพ้เขานะ
This is nice, but again, this is all time that could have been spent with the other guy hitting him. We're very lucky that this guy is patient and just letting you get to your senses.
No, but he had the standing count to get back up. The ref was waiting for him.
Oh, the referee could have counted louder so I could hear it. So my prediction of counting could come to fruition.
Well, this isn't the championship yet.
That's not. And there's no kid in the hospital because he is doing very well.
I guess. I ain't seen him in like 6 episodes.
No, y'all gotta break up. It's not, if it's like regular boxing, y'all gotta. Look over there!
Oof.
Hey, I don't think...
It's allowed. It's fine. Don't worry about it, DC.
like a flying dragon punches.
Didn't you know this was Street Fighter? It's allowed. Okay.
All of a sudden, you're a Balrog.
คนละฟอร์มกับครั้งที่แล้วเลย
Redemption arc.
Did we invite Luke as well? Is he?
Sasaki?
Yeah, cool.
เชอเป็นคนชวน
Oh, you gotta have a rubber match.
ขอพวกเราร่วมวงด้วย
Yeah, is there any chance you bet on this match?
วันนี้ยอยักษ์สันเจ๋งมาก
He's a good sport. I like him.
ありがとうございますสู้อย่างเต็มที่ผมดีใจมากๆที่ได้ชกกับยอยักษ์สันถึงแพ้ก็ไม่เสียดายเลย Presto Experienzo จุกใจมากๆตอนอยู่บนสังเวียนเนี่ยไอก็แทบแย่เหมือนกัน
I mean, he is fine.
โอเยสันยอยักษ์สันผ ผมมีเรื่องอยากจะรบกวนนิดหน่อย
อะไรเหรอครับ
Are we training Luke as well?
ผมขอสมัครเป็นนักมวยในค่ายเผด็จศึก
Damn, this is like an anime.
ได้ไหมครับ
Okay.
We have exorbitant fees if you can pay that.
ผมตามไปดูค่ายมวยหลายที่ แต่ผมไม่เคยเห็นค่ายที่
$800,000 a lesson.
เหมือนที่นี่เลย
Paid at once up front.
Mm-hmm.
เอาดิ งั้นก็มาเป็นครอบครัวเดียวกันซาสกิ
จริงเหรอครับอาริกาโตไซมัส
ยินดีครับ
So what are the chances he and his girlfriend are making an asexual third?
I feel the dude down at the corner was trying to eat and hear him yelling like. I thought he was with her.
We don't need another character. What the heck? Unless we're doing another meat montage. Okay, then maybe.
Pink Panther music. What's
Band and snap.
นี่ใช่คุณหมอวันดีหรือเปล่าครับ พอดีว่าคุณทำนี่ตกไว้นะครับ ผมเก็บได้เลยเอามาคืน
ก็เห็นอยู่อะว่าไปเอามา
Let's just go along with it.
อย่าช็อตฟิว
Don't go. Y'all been playing rabbits and mermaids.
โอ้จริงด้วยครับเนี่ยไปเก็บมาจากที่ไหนได้ครับเนี่ยเอาคืนมาเลย
ก็คุณทำตกไว้ที่กลางใจผมไงครับ
ดีแล้วเนี่ยที่ตอนแรกอยากไม่จีบเราแบบเนี้ย
งั้นจำหน้าผมไว้ดีๆนะครับ พออีก1 เดือนข้างหน้าเนี่ย ผมจะเป็นแฟนคุณ น่ารักทั้งของ น่ารักทั้งคนเลยนะครับเนี่ย
เดียวได้อีกอะเอาให้สุดเลยดิ
งั้น โอ้ นี่ คุณหมอจะเป็นลมเหรอครับ โอ้โหหายใจติดขัดด้วย ถ้าอย่างนั้นผมว่าผมคงต้องขอจูบ ผมหมายถึงว่า คงจะต้องขอทำ CPR ให้ซะหน่อยนะครับ
ยักษ์ยักษ์ยักษ์ยักษ์
No? Okay.
Huh? จะแหกกฎอีกแล้วนะยักษ์
You okay, Edison?
วันนี้เราอุตส่าห์ชกชนะมานะ ขอรางวัลหน่อยดิ
Always with the rewards.
ไม่ได้ดิ กฎก็ต้องเป็นกฎปะ
I mean, if rules are rules, you should have kissed me in the first place 2 episodes ago because I lost that match.
แบบนี้เนี่ยไม่ผิดกฎใช่ปะพี่หมอ
Oh, okay. He's got an idea. Like, yes, if we can kiss with something in between us, it doesn't like break the rules. I guess we could wear a condom, and that won't break the rules as long as something's between us.
Only thing between us is space and opportunity.
Yeah, rules be damned.
No, he didn't want Yak to kiss him, but he's kissing Yak, so it's not against the rules.
ไหนใครบอกว่ากฎต้องเป็นกฎไง
คนชนะไม่อยากได้รางวัลหรอก
I'm out loud. Cladding, clad. Oh, Bonnie and
Wait, how did we get here? I'm so lost. Okay.
They kissed.
He kissed. Yep, he kissed his
sexy
ID.
Sexy time.
This would be a terrible time for him to see that Grim Reaper figure again.
Grim Reaper is like looking over both of them, like. You're going deathly and horny. Look away, Wandee.
What's the significance of little D?
I mean, little D's need love too.
กฎของบ้านเราเนี่ยเวลามีเรื่องเนี่ยเคลียร์ด้วยกำปั้นถามจริงๆเลยนะมึงยังเห็นกูเป็นน้องอยู่หรือเปล่าวะ
What?
Why are they fighting?
What are we settling?
กอดเราหน่อยดิ
I don't know.
ถ้าเขารักกันพอนะเขาจะต้องผ่านเรื่องนี้ไปได้แน่
กอดหมอโคตรอุ่นเลยรู้ตัวปะ
So they're boyfriends, right? We established this. We're good?
I don't know.
They're not boyfriends yet.
Not for another month. They're whatever the hell they are. They're not boyfriends.
Why you gotta name it?
They're not fake boyfriends.
They're dating and
Existing.
flirting and like they're heading towards boyfriends, but they're not fake boyfriends. They're like.
All right. Well, that was Wandee Goodday, episode 9. Thoughts, feelings, concerns, clarifications.
Objections, amendments. Do you have any? I don't know what to think. I don't know. I'm not making sense of it all. I don't think I need to think that deeply. The highlight of this episode was the hug in the bed when Yoryak was having his night terrors, because it gave me insight into Yoryak's vulnerability. My reach is that Yoryak is hiding so much emotional insecurity in pursuing Wandee. He wants the validation. He's now in a state of this puppy dog chasing after Wandee, and he feels like he's compromising a lot on how he's actually feeling, which is maybe some sort of anxiety over why he might not be good enough for Wandee. Like all this time he's been so intimate and so affectionate, and he's been doing favors for Wandee, and he's doing all these things, acts of services, etc. to show his affection and that he likes Wandee. He said he loved Wandee, and yet none of it was enough, and it made me feel like he must not think that all his efforts so far have been enough to convince him. So like, I think maybe it was a good way for Wandee to really see that Yoryak he didn't have this like casual attitude towards their relationship. I don't know. I'm not getting why Wandee is still so averse to everything. And then when he's not averse to stuff, there's no explanation to why he flips a switch. I guess like this episode was meant to show how D makes Yoyak feel that it like safe enough to overcome his fear of the Grim Reaper and the comfort that he provides, and I just feel like things are inconsequential either way. Like Ter fizzled out, Cal didn't pop his head up, Tam is like, I'm not traumatized, you go back to D. Now we have to deal with more Luke, which I don't know how to feel about. Like, he's a bit over the top. They could have gone really kinky at the end. You know, when you said, like, they did the kiss through the ID, and then you're like, oh, we can bend the rules or we can avert the rules. Like, we're not having sex if I'm like
fisting.
Yes, or like I'm using an appendage or something to grip your D, or like.
What I think you said, Topher.
I'm just offering alternatives to what they've already been doing. What I'm assuming they've already been doing.
Oh wow,
it's an alternative.
They could be sharing like a hole. Like that could be something. Like could drill an orange and then be like, this isn't against the rules. I don't know. It's just like they just went back to, I don't know. And they didn't even wear the mermaid tails. Why did Cal even interrupt I'm just whatever. I'm just over it.
DC, how did you feel about the lack of fisting, I guess?
As I guess the local ace-coded person on here, I was fine with it. I liked this episode. I feel like we finally got, I mean, not that far, but we got out of that orbit of fake boyfriends, and now we're going to go something else. Yoyak, even though and that's the thing about therapy, like, even though he's going to therapy for that, he still had the issues, and it came back a little bit, and he was better to equip with it, because you get tools in therapy to deal with trauma and things like that. So I like that. I like that it's not just a one and done thing, and he's going for it. As for the relationship for them, I really took it as them saying, especially Yoyak being like, okay, look, I like you and I'm going to be flirting with you. I'm going to try. But one thing that annoyed me was like, all right, I'm going to try. What do you want? And I like that, like, conversation, and like, okay, you know, let me not just like do these things, but also what would you like? And then he's doing all the things that he wants, and he's like, well, stop doing that. Like, and it was just be yourself. And I like that. And it was just like, Wandee realized that, and I think this is a call back to earlier episodes, is that he thought that's what he wanted, and he also thought that was Tur was going to give him those things about like giving him flour every day and everything he asked for, when he realized, you know what he wanted was how Yoyak was all up to that point of them being friends with benefits, and just Yoyak being Yoyak. And then when he was like, all right, bet, let's go get these bugs. And like, he went to go eat the bugs and stuff like that, because that was who Yoyak was. And then Wandee started smiling again. That poor Cher, I just see it coming, and I'm just looking and I'm seeing it coming. Yay, got beat up, and then silly man, you got in the fight between two people. You need to look where you're going. Tell him. Tell him. Please tell him. Because the more that he doesn't tell him, the more what's going to happen to Cher. Pop's popping back up. Like, you know what? Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe Pop's, he was just gone. But like, when I hear gone, like dead, I don't think like gone for a pack of smokes 12 years ago. So he came back with I don't know if it's a new wife or they, like all of this. And Ye was upset at her. I don't know why he's upset at her. So there's a mystery there, and hope that it gets fleshed out and not just teams changing, going from, I don't know, the couple episodes before with the long look and the going up the rope ladder and the pause and stuff like that to the all of a sudden just seeing Yo-Yak look at his phone a couple of times. Okay, I'm over it. Like, this is still an injustice for teams. Cal is there with...
He was there more.
He was there in 2 scenes. Like, one scene with pasties and the other scene... No, 3 scenes, because he was also talking to Wandee. So...
I really hope we see more pasties.
He was there, but like... He doesn't have a story. Like, it would be nice if he had a story, like starting now, like episode 9. Let's do a story. Like, you're bringing the dad back from the dead or from wherever and giving him a story. But we're not going to do this for Cal, who's been there since day 1. Also, I like the evolution of their sexy time. Because they were, why did Wandee, like, I know you're role playing, you've been doing it the whole time, like, continue on with the role playing, but seeing how that's different. And then also Wandee getting over this thing where for the first 7 episodes, it was like, no kissing on the lips and stuff like that. But now, last 2 episodes, it was like, okay, you can kiss me on the lip begrudgingly. And now he finally took the plunge. It's like, I'm gonna kiss you. I'm gonna initiate it. I'm gonna do it. So I guess that is a breaking down of his mental barriers or imaginary barriers to say, okay, you know what? All right, I'm really going to do it. But they're still not boyfriends. Just because you kiss somebody, sleep with somebody, cook them breakfast,
give them your necklace.
Give them your necklace. All this other kind of stuff. I know people who like live together, like have 3 kids together. Be like, no, we ain't together. We ain't. So you gotta say the word. So if it walks like a duck, it swim like a duck, it quack like a duck. Guess what? Affleck. Okay. So, but I did like the movement towards them. It's like, oh, no rules for the sex, but they were like, you know what? We've been having it all the whole time. So, you know, we started with friends with benefits. Now just the friendly stuff. We need the benefits. We need to go back and do that. So, that being said, I do enjoy all of their cutesy time and stuff like that. So it makes it even better.
Things I enjoyed about this episode. Theme song. No.
Go off
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No. In comparison to last episode, I did enjoy this episode more. I think for similar reasons to what DC was saying, it felt like we finally moved past that stagnant, we're fake boyfriends, we're not fake boyfriends, oh, I like you, but I don't know if I like you thing that we've just been bouncing back and forth for far too long. So it feels like we finally moved past that into what? Don't know. Because they're not boyfriends. So we moved into something. We seeing each other. We talking. We're in the talking phase, I guess. Sure, whatever. But we moved past that. So I'm like, okay, that feels nice. It feels nice to not have to deal with this whole thing. And it's all out in the open. We had the whole thing at the beginning with Ter, where it's like, nope, we started as fake boyfriends, but you know what? I actually grew to like this person. I don't know why. I spent 8 years wasting my time with you. And honestly, that conversation that he had there felt so much more authentic to what we've seen depicted as Dee's character than last episode where he's like, you're too vanilla for me. I'm like, that whole thing we had last episode didn't feel like Wandee at all. I'm like, it just felt like I'm being petty and spiteful because you said it to me, so I'm going to say it to you. This felt far more genuine for this character to say, yes, this is what happened, but I don't know why I like this guy. I don't know how we got to this point, but all I know is I like this guy. He's nothing but a green flag for me. And I don't know why I spent so many years wasting my time on you, but this is the person for me right now. So goodbye. So I'm like, I appreciate that whole little conversation. Did we need to have more aggressive, non-consensual things this episode? When we just came off of it, sort of last episode? No. I know like Edison was talking last week about, you know, the unnecessary villainization of Tur's character, and there are people in the comments section like, I don't really think that they're trying to villainize him or this, that, the other. And I see this, I'm like, no, it feels like they're trying to very much say he is the bad choice in this. He is the bad guy right now. And it, for the past couple episodes, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't really see it, but like here, it feels very much heavy-handed. Like, hey, he doesn't know how to take no, and he's forcing himself on Wandee, and now here comes Yak to save the day again, because apparently nobody in this series knows how to do anything without Yak saving the day. So I was like, did we need this? No, I feel like we could have just had that conversation. And like, yes, he could still be trying to plead his case like, hey, can we start over? Blah, blah, blah. All that was fine. And we could have just gone straight into conversation. You're not the one for me. I like this guy. We didn't need the whole, let me force my kisses on you. I'm like, unnecessary. We don't need this. With Cher and Yai, I really enjoyed the acting on Yai's part during that scene after he got his ass kicked. And he's just like, laying on Cher's lap, and like I could really see in his face like genuine internal conflict. Like obviously the audience is shouting at him, tell your fucking fiance that you are in debt, tell him you just got your ass kicked, stop lying to him, because it's going to, but like I could, for the first time in the series, it's the first time I'm actually like seeing in the actor's face, like he literally feels like he is conflicted. Like he knows he should probably tell this, but like, man, he is probably going to get pissed off with me if I tell this. I don't know how to get out of this loop. I don't know what to do in this moment. So I'm just going to lay on my boyfriend's lap, and he's just going to be here and comforting me. And he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know what's going on in my head. But like it was the first time the acting really just felt authentic to the situation with them. And I was like, yes, I appreciate this acting. Now the situation is shit. I'm like, tell your fiance what the hell is happening. Otherwise, things are only going to get worse. And I feel very, very nervous about what, again, potentially could happen to Cher. I'm still knocking on wood. I don't want anything to happen to him. But we've already seen Ye get his ass handed to him, and they probably let off with a warning this episode. I don't think they're going to come back next episode and be like, okay, you know what? We changed our minds. We're going to give you an extra 2 months to pay. Like, no, give them their money or they're going to start fucking shit up. They're gangsters. That's what they do. So I feel bad about that, but we'll have to wait and see. I've said similar things last couple episodes. I feel like there's a lot of really interesting things happening with the characters that I want to see, but it's all happening off screen. I feel like one of the most interesting things we probably could have dived into this episode would be the conversations Yak is having with Cal in therapy. Not saying we need to go into every single therapy session and, you know, have blah, 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 but I'm like, these are what you guys are presenting as his inner demons. He keeps seeing this Grim Reaper, blah, 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 blah. And this is him trying to work through this. Why is he seeing this Grim Reaper? What is it representing? Why is it striking him only when he's in a boxing match and not even when he's getting hit or anything? It's just random times when he's in the boxing ring. Like, why is it all of a sudden now manifesting into this, blah, blah, blah? I feel like that would be such an interesting just character exploration. And it's just all happening over there off screen. Meanwhile, I'm just seeing another 20 minutes of stuff I already seen. Like, okay, I'm glad we had this whole montage of them going on these dates and having a good time. Fantastic. We could have cut that in half and we could have went to a therapy session. Like, Eighth Sense, they were all up in the therapy session. Miracle at Teddy Bear there towards the end, we're in the therapy sessions. I'm like, I would like to see this. I want to know why these characters are behaving the way they are, why these issues are manifesting the way they're manifesting. And they're just kind of telling me, yeah, no, he'll be fine. As long as nothing triggers him, he'll be fine. You know, no, and I'm like, okay, but what's going to trigger it? Why is it being triggered in the first place? What's going on?
A Japanese man was the one that killed his mom.
His mom's killed by a Japanese man, apparently. Yeah. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine, but I'm like, I feel like that would be far more interesting than me having to watch her get on his knees in a very comical sense and like, hey, please take me back. And be more interesting than watching Tem sit there and be like, hey, I didn't like you in the beginning, then I kind of loved you on the rope swing, and then you were looking at your phone so much while we were walking back after I got nearly assaulted. So I'm okay, I'm good, I don't like you anymore. But then there was also this like awkward energy between her and Wandee when he came to the match, and he's like, oh, hey, they told me to save you this seed. And I'm like, okay, what is this? What am I supposed to be feeling here? What's happening here? So I'm like, we could have just cut all of that and just gave me 5 minutes of therapy and give me insight to Yak's mind. But no, that happened off stage. I'm like, okay, that's cool too. Wandee's trauma hasn't really poked its head up in a couple episodes, so I don't know if they're going to bring that back into the fray or if that's just dead and gone for good. If it is dead and gone for good, I don't really know what narrative purpose it was supposed to serve. I was iffy about Luke's character when he walked in. He felt like such an over-the-top caricature of what a Japanese person is supposed to be. Like, it's just kind of a paint by numbers. Hey, we're going to have a Japanese person in this show, but we don't have one on hand, so just do this stuff. And I'm like,
but Luke is Japanese.
Yes, but like it felt just so inauthentic. Granted, I can't say what is authentic because I'm not Japanese, but it just felt like a caricature versus like, hey, this is just a Japanese person. As the episode went on, he seemed to mellow out a little bit, and I'm like, you know what?
Really?
You might actually be one of my favorite characters. I don't know. I kind of dig you a little bit. Cal was there. Well, his nipples weren't there, but he was there briefly, and he had nice pants in one scene, and that was about it. Again, I just feel like it's a waste of a character at this point. Like if we're not going to do something with the fact that he is an asexual mental health professional who specializes in sexual, health or communication between couples and this, that, the other, why even tell us that these facts about his character? He could have just been a doctor. He could have just been a relationship therapist, and that's it. But like, why spend the first episode like, yep, this is what he does, and here's him trying to seek out a romantic relationship as an asexual character and try to explain it to this guy and then do nothing with it. It just feels like a complete waste and just a way for them to say, yeah, we had asexual representation, check that box off the list. And I'm like, I'd rather you didn't. If you're not going to do anything with the characters, I'd rather you just not have them there. Like, I don't need. And it's not even my representation. I don't know why I'm so upset over things that aren't, me. But I'm like, if you're not going to do anything from a narrative standpoint with these characters, then don't give me these details about these characters. I feel like Cal is he's wasted. And then we revived Daddy from the Shadow Realm because I also thought he was dead.
He was a stunt man.
He was a stuntman. Like, in hindsight, they did not say that Daddy was dead. They have clearly said Mom died, and they've showed us Mom died. Daddy's just not been here. So in my head, the narrative is just that, okay, he's probably also dead too, because they don't mention him outside of, yeah, this reminds me of when we were kids and, me and my mom and my dad, and we were just all blah, blah, blah. And like, they're reminiscing on all these times that they used to have as a family. I'm like, okay, well, that tells me you're not having these times as a family right now. So Dad is not in the picture. So I was just assuming Dad was also dead. We inherited his gym, and that's how we got this gym. But no, Dad's just cruising the world with his wife. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he sounds like he abandoned them because didn't Ye have to raise Yak? Essentially,
that's also been said. So I'm like, okay, thank you for coming back this episode to support me, but not actually come to my match. Like, okay, I guess. Why is Dad here all of a sudden? Why? I don't know.
They also dropped that he was watched his other match that he lost, and then he was like, "Why'd you lose that one? What are you doing?" And I'm just like, what are you? Is he trying to make it more like even though he wasn't there, he was still supporting you, but in a shit way. So
yes, it's like I don't know. I could be misreading this situation wrong. Maybe he's not been an absentee father. Maybe he's just literally just been on vacation this entire duration of the series, and they got a great relationship with their dad. I don't know. Next episode, he's, it seems like they're all hugs and men in this family, we fight out our problems, and then after the fight, we're all like, so I'm like, maybe they've just had a great relationship with dad, and he's just not been on the series until now. Maybe, I don't know. But again, good storytelling. I shouldn't have to guess this. I shouldn't have to make these guesses and try and fill in these holes. I did like that Dr. Kwan basically told her, go fuck yourself. But thank you for making the decision easy for me. I'm glad you did that, because now I got this fine ass doctor who I don't know where the fuck he came from, but I would like to see more of him. Like to see more of him than I do this daddy character. So like, can we get whoever the hell this doctor is back on the show?
I didn't really find it that passive aggressive. I thought it was really cordial and mature. I've worked myself up again, so she wasn't nearly passive aggressive. She was lovely. She was lovely. Since Luke has a girlfriend, the speculations about him being Cal's secret love at the end, that's all debunked now. So even more reason why Cal's probably just gonna end up alone, or just get a secret mystery person jump out of episode 12, which I'm like, I don't care anymore. But they do good things, and then there's the other 40 minutes of the episode. So those are thoughts. Yeah, I think what I've realized this episode is that the age range of the target audience, I'm a bit older than that. It's not that articulate or deep. It kind of just like does things to push the plot forward. The overt terror desperation was bordering on comical. Luke's characterization of a Japanese person is comical, I guess. I would not want to see a Chinese person depicted that way, but each to their own. Because the premise was they were friends with benefits and they were sex positive and they were a bit older, like it wasn't university, that this would be a bit more of a mature series, but it's not. And that's my conclusion. I think with the ace thing, like, yes, great, they have representation. It's a good way to depict asexuality, at least in the sense that, Cal is sex positive. He's not averse to kink or anything like that. I don't necessarily know what it means in his personal life, but that's some dimension. Like, it's not just like, oh, ace person, I have no interest in sex or any of that. It's like a bit more nuanced. That's all I can salvage for Cal.
I don't even know if it's that he's got this interest so much. Like, for me, it feels more like research, like work. His job is to counsel these couples and whatnot, and I feel like that's how he started giving them these costumes. Like, hey, I'm designing these costumes. Let's see how this goes. You guys give me your feedback, because I think he's trying to find other ways to help his clients. I don't know that he had any actual interest in this other than just a learning thing. But again, this is me.
Plot twist, Cal gets the scholarship because he's doing actual.
He's the only person to work.
He's the only person to work. And he's actually doing research, and he gets the scholarship.
He's like, I'm not even an orthopedic.
Then when he goes pick up his award, he meets someone.
Could be.
How do
Little
we
kid hasn't
think
showed up in a while.
Drake will meet anybody through his costumes? He's dressed up as something, and he finds someone else dressed up in his kink gear, and he's like, oh, wow.
I don't think they're going to tell us that. I think the person's just going to show up, episode 12. Like, we already established this.
Like Kwan.
Camera.
We're like, you've been seeing this other man? Okay.
We'll see. Little kid hasn't showed up in a few episodes, so he's either dead or
he's okay.
Doing real well.
He's doing really well.
Or he might be doing real well. But yeah, that was episode 8. 9. 10. 9. Episode 9. We got 3 more. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all the Femme shenanigans get posted. And don't forget to follow them on Twitter, on Instagram, on Patreon, on YouTube if you're not already. If you're not, what are you doing with your lives? Why are you watching these videos and not subscribing?
Follow our Fan Art of Diglett account.
Their Fan Art of Diglett Tumblr account.
Oh my God. Not the Tumblr.
Yes. So yeah, follow all the things. Links will be down in the description, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Hey.
See you later.